Hello everyone, this is Enea here, and in today's tutorial I'll teach you how to create the Tree of Life in Affinity Designer. The Tree of Life is a sacred geometry figure coming from Kabbalah or Jewish mysticism. To explain you what it means, the movement from the top to the bottom in it represents the divine creation process, and the movement from the bottom to the top represents the journey towards spiritual growth and enlightenment. Alright, so to get started, we go to File New and we create a new composition. We give it 2000 by 2000 pixels in dimensions. And we click on Create. And then we make sure that Snapping, Snap to Guides, and Snap to Object Bounding Boxes and Include Bounding Box Midpoints are enabled. And then we're going to set up some center guides, so we go to View Guides. And we set up some horizontal and vertical center guides to the composition. And then we're going to start drawing the figure. So we take the polygon tool and we set the number of size to 6. We set the fill to none, we'll leave the stroke as black, and we set the stroke width to 10 points. And then, while holding shift, we go ahead and we create an hexagon of around 650 by 650 pixels in dimensions. And then we take the move tool, we select the hexagon. We center the hexagon vertically and we position it so that its bottom extremity matches the horizontal axis. And then we press on Ctrl J to duplicate it. And we move the duplicated hexagon downwards along the vertical axis until its top extremity matches the horizontal axis. And then, while having the lower hexagon selected, we go to Layer, Convert to Curves. So we do this because later we are going to remove some parts of it, and we need to do the Convert to Curves operation in order to break the object with the Node tool. And then we take the Pen tool, and we draw a line from the top of the first hexagon to the bottom of the second hexagon, like this, and we press on Escape. And then we draw a line from the top left corner of the first hexagon to its bottom right corner, and we press on Escape. And then we draw another line from its bottom left corner to its bottom right corner, and we press on Escape again. And then we draw a line from the top left corner to the top right corner of the second hexagon, and then we press on Escape again. And then we're going to draw a V shape from the top left corner of the first hexagon to its bottom, to its top right corner, and then we press on Escape. And then we're going to draw a second V shape from the top left corner of the second hexagon to its midpoint, to its top right corner, and then we press on Escape again. And then we're going to draw a third V shape from the top left corner of the second hexagon to its bottom, to its top right corner. So now the next step is going to be to remove the parts of the second hexagon that we don't need. So we take the Move tool, we select the node here at the top left, and we go here to break curve, to break the hexagon at that point. And then we're going to do the same thing with the top right corner, so we select it, and then we go to break curve, to break the shape at that point. So now the hexagon is broken into two parts. We are going to select the lower part, and we are going to delete it. So now we have the lines part of the figure. The next step is going to be to add the dots. So we're going to create the dots with the ellipse tool. So we take the ellipse tool, we'll leave the stroke settings as they are, and we are going to set a fill. So we can set it either to white or to yellow. And then, while holding shift to keep the 1:1 proportions, we go ahead and we create a small dot of around 100 by 100 pixels in dimensions. So this is going to be our first dot, and we are going to use it to create the other dots that we need in the figure. But before we start duplicating it, we go to Layer, Create Symbol. So now we have turned the dot into a symbol. If you are not familiar with symbols, symbols in Affinity Designer are intelligent objects that can be placed repeatedly throughout the composition, and updating one of the symbols will automatically update also the other symbols. Alright, so we take the dot with the Move tool, and we position it here at the top corner of the first hexagon. And then we're going to duplicate the dot to have the other dots that we need in the first hexagon. So we go here to enable transform origin. So if the program has difficulty to find the center point of the hexagon, what we can do is to select the hexagon, and then to select the dot again, and then it will be able to find it. And then we press on enter to bring out the move duplicate panel. We check on duplicate, we set the number of copies to 5, and then we set the rotation angle to 60 degrees. And now we have the 6 dots that we need in the first hexagon. And then we select the top dot again, and we press on Ctrl J to duplicate it, and we move it downwards. So we need one dot here at the top left corner of the lower shape. And then we press on Ctrl J to duplicate it again. We need another one at its top right corner. And then we press on Ctrl J to duplicate it again. And we need one here and its center. And we press on Ctrl J once more. And we need one last one here at its lower extremity. So now we have the figure that is complete. But before I wrap up, I will show you the benefit of working with symbols. So now, if for instance, we decide to make the dots bigger or to change its fill color, what we can do is to uncollapse the symbol to select the dot in it. And as you can see, if we change the fill color, it will automatically update on the other symbols. And the same thing if we decide to make it bigger. So I will expand it while holding Ctrl and Shift. And as you can see, also it updates on the other symbols. So this is the benefit of working with symbols. It makes the workflow much more efficient. Alright, so that was it for this tutorial. You learned how to draw the tree of life in Affinity Designer. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and learned something from it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Affinity Designer tutorials in the future. And until then, see you next time. Bye!